Come on.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
What's going on in here?
It's Tikambe, sir.
I heard you singing about sex.
It's a sexual reproductive health show.
Tell me more.
It's informative and educative too. It's a show for the young people, with the young people, and by the young people.
Hello guys, and welcome to this special edition of Tikambe Natulande. And we are so excited to be here.
Exactly. We are excited because we are now on TV, so that makes us so excited. And, you know, a lot to look forward to in the program.
And my name is Rhoda.
And my name is Bizzo, or you can call me Brian.
And of course, today's topic is communication. What do you think communication is, and how effectively do you communicate? We'll be talking about that and so much more on our show today. And we've got a special guest that will be joining us on the show.
Yeah, we're super excited about that one as well. You know, you can get to reach out on us on our Facebook page, that is Tikambe Natulande. Post your messages, your comments, your suggestions, your questions on our page, and we'll be able to interact that way.
But right about now, let's go straight into the streets of Lusaka and get to find out what our lovely friends think about communication.
I'm here in the streets of Lusaka in Mandevu compound, where I'll actually get to talk to my fellow young people on our topic, which is effective communication. Let's just find out what my fellow young people know. So finish my shop party communication.
Communication okelinkwiswa kwanza. Communication kulalanda nomno a communication for naishivang.
How do you communicate?
Oh, great. That's a beautiful question. Yeah. How I communicate when both my parents are in the house, I simply go to them. You know, if they are in their bedrooms, then I go to them, then I knock, if I want to talk to them.
If I do start communicating, my parents of Yanjeva, Lana Twikala, then before the two fatheresta, Limbindepika, Watampa Preska, Manawan Chalo, Chi Vite chest, twice a move to the Veni, and then Balatampa, Abanove Mona, Tabakwatama parents, Balitampa Fokchito Woode. Nainenda bonfida nakuskulu banoveli mbiba machichazi badenda naina sati bali bapele mpia bale sange fya kudya.
Like for example, wapangande kunyumba mambako waza kufaka pancho zakuza sikumenyana, it's better nga wapanga ngamza kwa panga mlandu, it's better mwapanga mwankala pamozi mwa kambi sana basi noti kushitande nkoipa like futi nga wabula panyumba usiku za dabu wakukali pili wakuza panyumba usiku bwela usiku ndiwe mwana mkazi. Time of panyumba in 17 hours or 16 hours.
How are you able to handle communication or arguments between you and your friends, or when you have an argument with somebody special, you know what I mean? Your girlfriend or somebody?
Okay, I simply handle those, but if possible, I do go there. But if I can't, then I will just communicate by using a cell phone.
Goting an alfian, Mamma lunch, Tavanch Kalikapanch, okay, Angela, if you are so Tefe Banzambishe Yacht.
Masa skonande opan panyumba, it's better nga umoza panga mlando olopa chamnya tenga, it's better mwankala pamozi mwonsi mwakambisana.
And those were very exciting and interesting views that we got there from the young people, our fellow young people actually, from the streets of Lusaka in Mandevu. I hope you've learned one or two things, because I have. For me and Rosie, it's back to Brian and Rhoda.
K-Ami Music.
Naku
forgive me, forgive me. Mulie mwezi mpenzi yangu. Nakangiwa ine. Yeah, it's true. Kungala kulipe iwe. So I wrote you a letter, 'cause I know I can do better if you give me another try. Forgive me for the times that I made you climb mountains. I'm sorry for the times that I thought you so stranded. Ijaboza yenenenzo na maine. Yajamaloza yenenenzo leta ine. I wish I could rewind. No vichita rewrite. Give you what you need and treat you right. Nakuyewa ine. I never meant to do you wrong. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. Mulie mwezi mpenzi yangu. Nakangiwa ine. Yeah, it's true. Kungala kulipe iwe.
It's still lunchtime and we are still chilling with Kantu. Hey again.
Hi.
And we're not alone as usual. We are good friends, so we're just gonna leave it to them to introduce themselves.
No, I'll introduce them. We have Trevor and we have Ben. This is how good I am with names. So you can introduce your crew that side.
I have Kantu and I have Pretty.
Okay.
Pretty, right? I got the name correct. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you guys, if you have any questions for Kantu, now is the time.
Alright, so Kantu, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You're looking gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
My skin is glowing.
A lot of water, I guess.
Yeah.
Like where are you headed with your music?
Where am I heading with my music? I would love to get to present an award, or maybe even get to perform or receive an award for being this advocate for children's rights, and just, you know, I wanna be known for something great. And so I feel like my music is going to propel me to that stage. And that's the reason why I love working with young people and talking about sexual reproductive health, talking about children's rights, talking about gender inequality. These are some of the things that actually really interest me, and I'm using my music to get to that stage where I can get to work with the community and just hopefully be the change that I want to see in society. Yeah.
Okay. Ben, any question for Kantu?
Who inspired you?
To start music?
Yes.
Well, basically, I always love to tell people I was bullied growing up. Like my classmates, my classmates laughed at my shoes, they laughed at my clothes, they laughed at everything. They laughed about my parents' house.
Wow.
So that kind of inspired me, because I was a loner. I was a loner and whatnot, and I grew up with so much hurt. And I got to a point where I told myself I was going to be in my bullies' faces for the rest of their lives. And that kind of pushed me to just want to be on TV all the time, be on radio, and just do all these things so that I'm in their face. And yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
So that is pretty much the reason why I started music. I know it's not a genuine reason, but it's what fueled this passion for music, and that's the reason why I think I say that it's those experiences, my childhood experiences, that inspired me to do music.
But today we are looking at communication, and one thing I would love to find out is how do you communicate with your friends? How do you have those conversations with your friends? Is it just very easy to talk to your friend about certain things that you feel like are a little bit sensitive? How do you communicate?
If there's one thing that I have learned growing up the way I did, and not having that many friends and being bullied, at some point it was very difficult for me to air out my views, or even when something was bothering me, it was difficult for me to open up because I didn't know how that was going to be taken by the person I was going to convey that message to. And so that kind of like affected the way in which I communicated with the people around me. I kind of tend to be very secretive. If I'm going through something, I kind of just retire into my own corner, and I would deal with whatever issues are bothering me, and not really speak about them. But I feel like that has affected my relationship with friends, because most of them they don't even want to come to me to ask me what's bothering me, because they know that somehow I may not tell
Open
them.
up.
So I haven't really been a good communicator with regards to what I'm feeling, but there's certain times when they come to me for help, and they probably have issues going on and whatnot, and they talk to me, and from the way they talk to me, I am able to respond, you know. So I would say in that aspect I'm a very, very good communicator, because I take the time to listen. When someone is speaking, I take the time to listen, and afterwards I give the advice that I think is best. It's up to them to take it or leave it. So that's pretty much how I communicate.
Okay. Now, have you been in a situation where you share some information with somebody, maybe something that is really personal to you, and at the end of the day, you hear the same information from somebody else who you didn't tell? Did you feel betrayed and everything?
I actually had this experience. I had this one friend. I confided in her about so many things, and I just started getting a lot of people around me telling me, no, you need to be careful, she's not your friend, you know. And I wondered why they were telling me all these things, and some of them would come to me and tell me, no, just be very careful with the things that you tell your friends, because I know too much about you that you've never told me. So I'm like, how? So another time I go to visit this certain friend. We had a mutual friend, and this mutual friend told me what our friend had said about me, and this was a very personal thing that I had never told anyone, and I knew it was her because this is information that I never gave out. And then I remembered all those times when other people would come to me and tell me, no, just be very careful, what. And that really hurt my feelings, because what she told everybody is things that I would never get up and tell everyone, because not everyone is my friend. And it was a very painful situation. And I think what was more painful wasn't the fact that she said those things to other people, but what hurt me was the fact that she actually wasn't genuine enough to keep, you know, I wasn't at my greatest at that point in my life, and the fact that she went outside our friendship and shared that which was very personal and very private, that really hurt me the most. And
how do you resolve such kind of situations, especially when that happens? How did you resolve your?
I literally just stayed away. I stayed away. You know, here's one thing about having friends. This is the advice that I always give people. When you confide in someone, you expect them to keep that information private. Unless you tell them that you don't mind it getting out there, it's okay. But the fact that they can have the zeal to literally take you to wash your dirty laundry out in public, it simply means they don't have your best interest at heart. So certain people will never sit down and look at themselves and think that whatever it is that they did was wrong. They would try to justify the reason why they went out there and put your business out in public. So most often, it's always best to just stay away. You know that this person is like this, keep a distance. Walk away. It's not even necessary to confront them. I never confronted my friend. I just kept quiet about it, and I just gave her a distance. And when she complained that I was no longer calling her or texting her or responding to her messages, or going to see her anymore, I just told her, I said, I think I'm making a few changes in my life. And this has got nothing to do with you or anybody. I just need to make these changes so that I can be in a comfortable space to look at myself every morning in the mirror and just be comfortable with who I am and who I'm yet to become. So, and I was a little bit blunt, and I said, where I see myself, I don't think you are in that in the picture. So I'm sorry, but at some point you have to learn to be selfish.
Yes.
You know, you can't be friends with people that are not genuine. And this is where communication comes in. You need to learn to communicate, tell them what they need to know in order for you to be comfortable and be, you know, life is too short to live unhappily. So I stay away from people that are negative. So yeah.
Exactly. Now that was wonderful. From what you guys have heard from Kantu, what do you think is the simplest way to define communication?
Communication.
Are you thinking about, you know, talking to somebody and then them listening and then they get to interpret effectively?
Yeah, I prefer them listening when I'm talking to them. I prefer them listening. That's how I prefer communicating with other people.
Okay, Ben?
What I would say is communication is, from what you say, it's more like listening when someone is talking and also helping.
I don't think Preeti is listening to you though, because you're so low.
Okay, it's more like you listen when someone is talking and also maybe helping someone if they have problems, you talk to them. Yeah.
Okay, great.
I think communication, you first need to listen more than talk less. Yeah.
Okay, that's cute. Lunch is over.
I guess so. We have to go back to class. Unfortunately, yes.
Right. Oh wow, it's been very nice chilling with you.
It was really nice hanging out with you guys. I love having such conversations, and hopefully you learned one or two things from me.
Now we know what communication is and what we need to do and what we don't need to do in order to communicate effectively, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to class now. I think on the other side we're gonna have to play a little bit of some challenges and just see what our friends have in terms of skill. Communication skills. Alright, so you guys, what this exercise was all about is about effective communication and also just getting to know how effectively we can communicate with others. So you saw that some of them remained behind and some of us got to the finish line very quickly. Very simple exercise.
Hi.
Hi dear. What took you so long?
I'm sorry, I was traveling. You know how these buses, like, they take very, very long. So there was traffic on the way.
Oh yeah, I understand. So what's for lunch?
It's already lunch, eh? Okay. Alright, okay. Okay. I think I have this covered. You don't have to worry.
But at least we...
No. Like, I always know what you want, and whenever you come here, I know what you always get. So, yeah, I have this covered. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Just let's keep yourself comfortable.
I trust you on that one.
I'll be right back.
Oh, alright.
Okay. Yeah, I did that. So, let's do a little bit of catch up. What have you been up to?
Oh, no, nothing much. I'm just anxious to know what you've ordered.
Don't worry, I got this covered. I mean, we always talk, we always come here. I know what you get every time you come here. So
I know, but yeah. I just really want to know. I just can't wait to see it. But I want you to tell me before you come so that I prepare myself.
I like surprises, you know that. But I got you cheese bacon burger.
What?
Yeah, this is what you always get when you come here.
No, not today.
Like seriously?
You know, I love it. Yes, but not today. Today I wanted something fishy or meaty.
Why are you
not
women
this.
so complicated? Why are you like this? Why are you acting like that?
It's not that I'm complicated.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, you could have asked me what I wanted today.
We always get this.
Okay, so
every time.
okay, let's not argue on this one. You want the burger, so you can have it.
Hey, like seriously, that is how you walk out on me. Really? Hey, babe. Why are you doing this? I thought we were just supposed to talk. I mean, is this what you... Okay, talk.
Okay, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that I'm human?
Yeah, you
and
are.
I've got feelings.
Yeah, you love me, and
Yes.
I know you have feelings.
So, the thing is, when you came, you found me with this menu.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to read what I can eat, and I wanted something fishy. So, if you ask
but
me...
that's not been your favorite. I know what you always want.
That's why today you could have asked me what I wanted. Because it's not that every day I can be eating the same thing over and over again. Today I wanted something different. So if you asked me, it could have been easier for me.
Okay.
And the other thing is, do you know that communication is very important?
Yeah, that is why I told you what I told you.
And communication has to be effective. Just talking doesn't mean we are communicating. At least you have to listen to me and give me the feedback on what I want. For example, if you ask me to say, yeah, what do you want to eat today? I could have said fish. And if you so much wanted a burger, you could have told me to say, no, baby, me today I want a burger. Then we could have discussed it and agreed and come up with a solution. What are we going to eat? So effective communication has to be both sides communicating and giving feedback. So if I say something, you are not responding, it doesn't mean we are communicating. Because you have to hear me out. I have to hear you out.
This is the reason why I got together.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back. Let's start all over again.
Okay.
Let me be the gentleman. So, what are you having today?
Okay, I think rib and wing basket would do.
Ribs?
Yes.
I didn't even take something like that.
Yeah, I do. It's just that most of the time you don't ask me things. You just decide on your own.
Alright, okay. The ribs, I'm also gonna have that. Let me just get that. Alright. Happy now.
Oh wow.
I'm so happy now because I got what you wanted.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's why I love
The hardest question I have ever had to answer is, who am I? I guess I'm supposed to be what the world expects me to be. Good looking, confident, good body shape, size, color and stature. I mean close to perfect, but not too close because nobody is perfect. And so beneath my beautiful lies an insecure girl with belly fat hidden under a corset and a double chin hidden under a polo neck. Some of the greatest public speakers in the world shun the stage and the mic all because they're too afraid of what people will think or say when they look at them. Like a coin, there are two sides to every story. Some people use their beautiful to hide their pain and their shame. I mean, conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Show them you're strong, you can do it all. What's the point of hiding the hurt and the pain? Why cover it up? And then you have the most beautiful woman being the saddest of them all, or the guy that's the funniest, the one that makes you laugh, going through the worst kind of situations. Fake it till you make it. I mean, society has standards and you have to fit it. Why go through all this? For the likes, the retweets, the comments, the laughing emojis, the heart emojis, all this to fit in. Some of us even had to bleach our skin. Enough of it already. Enough. Let's get rid of the suicides. Let's fight the depression. No more fakers, no more pretenders. It's time to find the real me, the real you, the real us. Join the movement.
Exciting fun show, and this is the time we love to hate all the time. We have to go.
But you know what they say, whatever goes up must surely come down, and we have come to the end of today's show. I hope you enjoyed a lot and had so much fun with our challenge, which was quite challenging.
Love it. That's like my favorite thing in the show. I mean, I just love that. It's good to keep communication like
exactly.
that. Exactly. So, what are your last words as we conclude?
My last words are that communication is very important. And you know, as you communicate, you also need to, as you speak to somebody, you also need to listen, because Kantu told us about a very touching story. Yeah. And so you don't need to be in those shoes.
Exactly. My last words would be pop a message, which was like my favorite part of the show. As I say again, make sure you communicate effectively. Know what you want to say, learn how to listen as well, which is very important. But from me, Bizzle and Rhoda,
it's goodbye until next time.
We out.